Today is August 20th, and my last baby birthday. He turns 13 today, my little teenager. So today's a special day. However, more than ever today, I feel somewhat pressed to open up myself in speaking. I don't know why I feel this way, because I'm not a talker. I'm not a person who shares her life. But for some reason, it's been on my mind to create somewhat a community or a media present. And then this morning, after my prayer and meditation, it's pressing heavier on me to do this. And again, I'm not sure why, because I am not a talker. So if you hear me stutter, mumbling over my words, going around in circles, repeating the same thing, pause, long pauses, again, that's because I am not a talker. But I guess when your life is changing and when things are changing around you and in your life, it brings you to a place of uncomfortableness, wherein as you may find yourself doing things that you wouldn't normally do because you're not comfortable doing it. Like me now, talking to the camera, knowing that others is gonna be seeing it, there's others gonna be listening to it. That's, for me, is an uncomfortable space to be in. You may see me make a video, but it takes a lot for me to make a video. But I realize that fear is shelter. Fear is a form of captivity that will keep you contained and stick to an area of comfortable. However, not every comfortableness is good. If you understand what I mean, sometimes to grow, you have to become uncomfortable. And I have to embrace that. And what why I'm here talking. And I don't know where this is going to go, but I feel like it's going to go somewhere. It's going to go beyond just one video. And so as I eat my breakfast, I said, let me just do it. Because if it's one thing I learned, waiting until you're ready to do something is not efficient, because you'll never be ready, because your mind is going to keep telling that you don't have this readiness. This is not okay. You don't have this. You don't have that. So your mind is going to keep telling you that you're not ready in different forms. So I said, you know what, let me just eat my breakfast and I'm going to start talking. Already I'm 5 minutes into the video. So if you come across this video and you do not know who I am, you can call me D. My name is Donette. And you should ask me who I am. I'm going to tell you, I'm Donette. I'm a mom of 4. And for some, that may seem just like a simple bio, a simple explanation of who you are. You're not going to hear me tell you, I'm Donette. I'm the manager of this. And you're going to hear me say, I'm Donette. I'm a mother of 4. That's how I identify myself, because that's all I ever know. As I mentioned earlier, my last baby turns 13 today. I am 46 years old. I have 4 kids. My eldest is 26. My second child is 24. And my third child, she's 15 years old. She's the only girl. And then my now 13-year-old is the last one, is a boy. So I'm mother of 3 boys and 1 girl. 4 kids in total. And that's all I ever know. To be a mom, may pause, because there are times when I will say things and it will reflect on other things, and I'm going to pause to prevent myself from tearing up. I don't want to cry on here whenever I'm speaking. I'll try my best not to cry, because I want to get through this without too much emotion. And I'm a very emotional person. I don't know how easy it's going to be for me to go through without emotions, but I'm going to try. You see, I spent my entire life living and dragging emotions. And for me, emotion is a wide umbrella. It covers my pain, my trauma, my hurt, my disappointments, my failures. It covers so much, and it's a heavy bag to carry. My emotional bag is a heavy bag to carry. And at the age of 46, this year specifically, I feel a need for transformation. I have done things that I would never thought I would do, such as being on camera, doing a video. I never thought I would do such thing. But I know sometimes you reach a stage where you gotta be more open, more informative. You see, I've come from a culture and an era where I was not taught how to express myself. I was never taught how to be confident. I was never taught how to be outspoken. I was never taught self esteem. I was never taught what my value should be, among many other things I was not taught. I was merely just raised in survival mode. And for years, decades, I've lived my life as that, in survival mode. I'm a Jamaican, and that culture and that time that I grew up in, although it molded our character in some way good, it also limits our mindset, limits our expectation, limits our ability. Because all you know to do and was raised to do is to survive, not to thrive, to survive. Life was hard, things was difficult, things was challenging. You learn how to survive. You survive with what you got. You survive with where you are. It's just a world of how to survive. And kind of in you, in me, that I'm supposed to just survive, right? It is I'm going through, I need to just survive. That is not always good. It's limitation. So I'm at a place in my life where I'm learning how to step out of that area of I'm just trying to survive to a different spectrum of I am going to thrive. Because let me tell you something. When you live in survival mood, or when you're in survival mood, when you're in a survival mindset, you will accept things that does not bring you value. You will accept things that does not align with your destiny. You will accept things that does not brings you a good quality of life. You will accept people and things that does not elevate you. You will accept people and things that does not give you peace or emotional well-being or a place of comfort. There's a lot I'm gonna be saying, and I can't say it all in just one sit down. I'm gonna have to do parts by parts each day as I feel the need to. I will do a video, but please, I've realized that the way how I was grew up has significantly impact my quality of life. And it's a battle, it's a struggle. No one can understand unless you can relate, unless you have that form of experience where from childhood you're just surviving. Many of us may have a similar childhood and we're able to break that barrier and go on living a fulfilling life. Not everyone is the same. Some may be fortunate enough to have a better mindset. Some may be fortunate enough to find their destiny helper. Some may be fortunate enough to just somehow the universe just change their course of what their life was and establish them into a life that is fulfilling. Not everybody is the same. Some of us genuinely just stick into that or stuck into the cycle of surviving and throughout the years just trying to just make it through season after season where you're so I often ask God why in so many ways. Why this, why that? And I always come to the conclusion that everything's for a reason and it must be because I'm able to survive it and it didn't break me, then it shows me. They say what doesn't kill you make you stronger. That could be somewhat true. Because I have been through so much. I have survived. You're gonna hear the word survive a lot. I have survived through so much. Looking back, I can see how strong I am when you look back on your life and you see that the years have passed and you have gone through some things and you're here now and you realize that in those moments you didn't know how you're going to survive, you didn't know how you're going to come through, you didn't know what was going to happen. Well, the years go by and now you're in the present and you have to recognize how strong you had to be to withstand that time to be here now. I have one son who's gonna question the reason for me doing this. But it's just me stepping out of my comfort zone. I'm trying to begin a life when I'm admitting myself that I'm more than my circumstances. I'm more than my trauma. I'm more than my trials. I'm more than the setback I think I have had. So it's one of those things that after a while you become tired of being enclosed, stagnant, and you want to just grow. You want to elevate. And that means you got to be uncomfortable, stepping out of your comfort zone that you're so used to. I want to stay here because I'm okay, I'm comfortable. I don't want to be uncomfortable. I don't want to say this or say that about me. I think this about me. It comes a time you gotta shift that mindset, and this is what I'm doing. I'm shifting that mindset. I don't know where this is gonna take me. I don't know how this is gonna be. I don't know what I'm gonna say from time to time. And I'm just allowing myself to express and to be in a different light in my life. And who knows, maybe it'll be good for me. All right, probably see you on the next one. Until then, take care. All the best.